Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling one of the hottest debates in nutrition. Is the carnivore diet just a modern fad, or is it actually a return to the way our ancestors ate? There's a growing movement that says eating only animal products isn't a new craze, but rather a lifestyle deeply rooted in our evolutionary history. So, what does the science say? Let's dive in. Why would any...
For most of human history, before agriculture was even a thing, humans lived as hunter-gatherers. Anthropologists tell us that the bulk of early human diets was likely animal-based. Our ancestors relied on hunting large game for survival, which means animal fats and proteins were probably the staples of their diet. And this wasn't just a short period. Humans evolved this way for millions of years. So the idea that humans thrived on an animal-based diet is pretty well supported by our evolutionary history. But let's get into some modern science. First off, we have studies that suggest our ancestors' high-protein, high-fat diet was crucial for brain development. One such study published in Nature shows that consuming animal products, rich in fat and protein, helped fuel the growth of our large brains, giving early humans a survival advantage. That means the carnivore diet isn't some recent trend. It might just be how we evolved to eat. But here's where things get interesting. As we fast forward to modern times, plant-based diets have become the gold standard for many, especially when we think about longevity. Take the blue zones, for example, where people live well into their 90s and beyond. These populations thrive on primarily plant-based diets, which leaves people wondering, if plants are the key to a long life,
why would anyone want to follow an all-meat diet? The truth is, both plant-based and carnivore diets have one major thing in common.
They avoid highly processed foods. Blue zone populations eat whole, unprocessed plants, while those on the carnivore diet stick to whole, unprocessed animal products. And this may be the real reason both can be so effective in promoting health. What about modern scientific research? Well, here's what's fascinating. Several studies suggest that a diet focused on animal products, especially when eliminating processed foods, can lead to some impressive health benefits. A 2021 study published in the journal Current Developments in Nutrition followed a group of people on a carnivore diet. The results showed significant improvements in body composition, reduced inflammation, and better blood sugar control. And get this. Many participants also reported improvements in mental clarity and overall energy levels. Could this be because the carnivore diet eliminates plant toxins like lectins and oxalates, which can trigger inflammation in some people? Another key point is that some people just don't tolerate plants well. Many of us have heard of people experiencing digestive issues, autoimmune flare-ups, or skin problems due to plant defense chemicals like lectins and oxalates. On a carnivore diet, these compounds are eliminated completely, which can bring relief to those who are sensitive. So, does the carnivore diet mean you should never eat plants? Not necessarily. It all comes down to individual tolerance. For some people, especially those with autoimmune conditions or digestive issues, removing plants and sticking to an animal-based diet has led to incredible health improvements. Others may thrive on a mix of plant and animal foods, as long as processed foods are off the menu. To sum it all up, the carnivore diet may seem extreme, but when we look at it through the lens of human history, it might just be a return to the diet our ancestors thrived on. And modern research is starting to support the idea that some people feel their best on a meat-based diet, especially when they cut out processed foods and inflammatory plant compounds. Of course, diet isn't one size fits all. What works for one person might not work for someone else. The real takeaway here is that whether you choose to go carnivore or prefer a more plant-heavy approach, cutting out processed foods is likely the most important step you can take for your health. Our ancestors thrived on whole, natural foods, and maybe we should too.
All right, that's it for today's video. I hope this gave you some insight into why the carnivore diet isn't just a fad, but possibly a return to our roots. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more deep dives into nutrition. And let me know in the comments, do you think the carnivore diet is the future of health, or do you prefer a more plant-based approach? Let's get the conversation going. I'll see you next time.